Dear students, today we will see some theorems from the chapter vectors. For that, we need some definitions. We need what is mean by collinear vectors and coplanar vectors. See the definitions one by one. Vectors are said to be collinear vectors if they are parallel to the same line or they are along the same line. Means if vectors are parallel to each other or parallel to same line or they are along the same line, then vectors are called collinear vectors. If two vectors are collinear, then one vector can be expressed as scalar multiple of other. When we have to use this definition, when diagram is given, you refer this definition, and if vector is given in components, then you use this definition. See, for example, if A bar and B bar are two vectors and M is non-zero scalar, then A bar is equal to M times B bar. And this is definition frequently used in problems. Okay. See again what is mean by coplanar vectors. Two or more vectors are coplanar if they lie in the same plane or in the parallel plane. Means two vectors are coplanar if they lie in the same plane or in a parallel plane. See here in the diagram. Here A bar and B bar are in the same plane. Therefore they are coplanar. Again see here A bar and C bar. They are coplanar because their planes are parallel to each other. And see that this A bar and E bar, these two planes are not parallel. Therefore, this A bar and E bar are not coplanar vectors. Okay. And see the remark. Any two intersecting straight lines OA and OB in a space determine a plane. See here, these two planes are intersecting each other and they intersect each other in a line. Okay. It is clear to you what is mean by collinear vectors and coplanar vectors. If two vectors are along the same line or parallel to each other, then vectors are collinear vectors, and collinear vectors, one vector can be expressed as scalar multiple of other. And for coplanar vectors, two or more vectors are coplanar if they lie in the same plane or in the parallel plane. These two definitions required here to prove the theorems. Okay. See the theorem one by one. See the theorem first. What is the statement of theorem? Two non-zero vectors A bar and B bar are collinear if and only if there exist scalars m and n. At least one of them is non-zero such that m A bar plus n B bar is equal to 0. Read the statement of theorem carefully. Here A bar and B bar are collinear vectors. Then there exist scalars m and n. At least one should be non-zero. Then they satisfy this equation m A bar plus n B bar is equal to 0. And here if and only if given means we have to prove the theorem two-way. Means first you consider this A bar and B bar collinear and prove they satisfy this equation, and conversely you take m A bar plus n B bar is equal to 0 this equation, assume this equation, and you prove A bar and B bar are collinear. Means if in the theorem, if and only if comes, you have to prove the theorem and its converse also. Okay. See the proof. Only if part means first part of the theorem. In that you suppose A bar and B bar collinear, then we have to show that this equation is satisfying. For that, you suppose A bar and B bar are collinear vectors, and by the definition of collinear vector, which we have seen just now, if two vectors are collinear, then one vector can be expressed as scalar multiple of other. We will use that definition here. Now, here we are supposing that A bar and B bar are collinear vectors. Therefore, according to definition of collinear vectors, there exists a scalar t not equal to 0 such that A bar is equal to t times B bar. Now, take this t B bar to the left hand side and we will get A bar minus t B bar is equal to 0 bar, and this can be rearranged as m A bar plus n B bar is equal to 0, where we put the value of m1 and n is equal to minus t. Means we are rearranging this equation. Here value of m is 1. For this one we will take m, and for this minus t we will take n. See here we are supposing A bar and B bar are collinear vectors, and we have proved that this linear equation is satisfied. That is m A bar plus n B bar is equal to 0. Now we will prove the converse of this theorem. That is, we will suppose this equation and prove A bar and B bar are collinear. Okay, let's see the converse. That is if part of the theorem. Okay, conversely, suppose that m a bar plus n b bar is equal to 0 and at least one scalar should be not equal to 0. Let m not equal to 0. If both the m and n scalars are 0, then this equation does not exist. Therefore, at least one scalar should be not equal to 0, and here we are assuming that m is not equal to 0. Okay, then rearrange this equation, transfer this n b bar to the right hand side, we will get the equation m a bar is equal to minus n b bar. Now, as this m is not equal to 0, we will divide this equation throughout by m. Therefore, we will get a bar is equal to, in the bracket, minus n by m times b bar. And here, we will put in the next step t is equal to minus n by m, that is the simple scalar. Okay, and we will get this equation a bar is equal to tb bar. And what this shows that? This shows that one vector is scalar multiple of other. And if one vector is scalar multiple of other, then by our definition of collinear vectors, these two vectors are collinear. Therefore, write down here a bar is scalar multiplication of b bar. Therefore, a bar and b bar are collinear vectors by the definition of collinear vectors. Just see here in the converse, we are assuming that, or we are supposing that this equation is equal to 0, and we have proved that a bar and b bar are collinear vectors. In this way, if and only if comes, we have to prove that theorem and its converse also. Okay, in the examination, this type of theorem will be asked for the 2 marks. If we prove the first part, then we will get 1 mark, and for the converse, we will get the second mark. Okay, if you know the definition of collinear vectors, then it is very easy to prove the such type of theorem. Okay, then see the next theorem. See the statement of theorem. Let a bar and b bar be non-collinear vectors. A vector r bar is coplanar with a bar and b bar if and only if there exist unique scalars t1 and t2 such that r bar is equal to t1 a bar plus t2 b bar. Read the statement of theorem carefully. Here a bar and b bar are not collinear vectors. Then another vector r bar coplanar with a bar and b bar exists such that r bar can be written as t1 a bar plus t2 b bar, and where t1 and t2 are unique scalars. Here again, if and only if term is coming, means we have to prove this r bar, a bar and b bar are coplanar, and we have to prove they will satisfy this equation, and conversely we have to prove if they satisfy this equation, then vectors r bar, a bar, b bar are coplanar vectors. And here unique word is coming, means we have to prove the uniqueness of scalars t1 and t2 also. Means this theorem is divided into 3 parts. First part, then its converse, and again uniqueness. Okay, let's see one by one. Only part, you draw the diagram and suppose that r bar is coplanar with a bar and b bar, and then we have to show that t1 a bar plus t2 b bar. Okay, now construct the diagram. Here, let a bar along OA, draw the vector OA, OB and OP. Take this a bar vector along the line OA, then take the vector b bar along the line OB. Let this OP bar is equal to r bar. Then we have to draw lines parallel to this OA and OB such that parallelogram will be formed, or parallelogram should form here. Okay, draw lines PM and PN parallel to OA and OB such that parallelogram OMPN should be formed. Okay, see here, OM and A bar are two vectors along the same line OA. Therefore, OM and A bar are collinear vectors, and we know that if two vectors are collinear, then one vector can be expressed as scalar multiple of other. Therefore, we can write this OM bar is equal to T1 A bar, where T1 is scalar. Similarly, see here, ON and B bar are two vectors along the same line OB. Therefore, this ON and B bar also collinear vectors, and according to definition of collinear vectors, this one vector can be expressed as scalar multiple of other. Therefore, write down On bar is equal to T2 B bar, where T1 and T2 are some scalars which belongs to set of real numbers. Now see in the parallelogram OMPN. In this parallelogram, according to law of parallelogram, we can write, see here, OM and ON are adjacent sides and OP is diagonal of the parallelogram. And we know that if A bar and B bar are two adjacent sides of parallelogram, then we can write that diagonal. If diagonal is C bar, then that can be written as A bar plus B bar. This definition we have seen in our earlier lecture, parallelogram law. Okay. Therefore, write down by the parallelogram law, OP bar is equal to OM plus ON, because here OM and ON are adjacent sides of parallelogram and OP is diagonal. Then what is the value of OM? OM is T1 A bar. You keep value of that here, and ON bar is T2 B bar. And what is OP? OP we are considering as R bar. Therefore, keep the value of OP R bar also. Okay, then we will get the equation R bar is equal to T1 A bar plus T2 B bar. This is our first part of the theorem is proved. We have considered R bar, A bar and B bar coplanar vectors, and we have proved they satisfy the equation R bar is equal to T1 A bar plus T2 B bar. Okay, then we will prove the second part, that is if part. Now we will suppose the vectors R bar, A bar and B bar will satisfy this equation, and then we have to prove these are coplanar. Therefore, suppose R bar is equal to T1 A bar plus T2 B bar, and we have to show that these R bar, A bar and B bar are coplanar vectors. Now see, in the statement of theorem, it is given that A bar and B bar are coplanar vectors. Now, if we consider the vectors T1 A bar and T2 B bar, they are also coplanar, because here only we are multiplying these vectors by scalar number. If any vector is multiplied by scalar, then that vector A bar and this T1 A bar lies in the same plane. If B bar is vector and that is multiplied by the scalar, then this B bar and T2 B bar lies in the same plane. Okay. Here A bar and B bar are coplanar, therefore their scalar multiple vector also lie in the same plane. Okay. Therefore, we will take the addition of these two vectors T1 A bar plus T2 B bar. As A bar and B bar are coplanar vectors, their addition also lies in the same plane. If we take two vectors coplanar and we take addition or subtraction of that vectors, then that vector also lies in the same plane. Therefore, this T1 A bar plus T2 B bar and this A bar B bar, all three vectors lies in the same plane. Therefore, they are coplanar vectors. You treat this T1 A bar plus T2 B bar as R bar. Simply, you denote this vector by R bar. Therefore, we get R bar, A bar, B bar are coplanar vectors. Means here we are supposing this equation is satisfied, and we have proved that A bar, B bar, R bar are coplanar. Means if we take the vectors A bar, B bar coplanar, then they satisfy the equation, and conversely, if we take the equation, then we will get A bar, B bar and R bar are coplanar vectors. Okay, then we will prove the uniqueness. For uniqueness, let's see, suppose that this vector consider R bar is equal to T1 A bar plus T2 B bar, and assume that there exists another scalars S1 and S2 satisfying the equation R bar is equal to S1 A bar plus S2 B bar, and treat this as equation 2. Suppose this equation as 1 and this equation as 2. Then you subtract equation 2 from 1. Subtracting by 2 from 1, here both left hand side have R. Therefore, this will be 0 bar. And subtracting 2 from 1, we will get T1 minus S1 times A bar plus T2 minus S2 times B bar. And what is this? In this lecture, in the first theorem, we have seen that if A bar and B bar are collinear vectors, then they satisfy the combination M A bar plus N B bar is equal to 0. Here instead of M and N, scalar is T1 minus S1 and T2 minus S2. Means this equation shows that A bar and B bar are collinear vectors. Here, this T1 minus S1 times A bar plus T2 minus S2 times B bar is equal to 0 shows that by our theorem first, A bar and B bar are collinear vectors. But in the statement of our theorem, it is given that A bar and B bar are non-collinear vectors. Means this is contradiction, means our supposition is wrong, means there does not exist another S1 and S2, means this T1 minus S1 and T2 minus S2 should be equal to 0. And if we equate these two equations equal to 0, we will get T1 is equal to S1 and T2 is equal to S2. Means this S1 and S2 are nothing but T1 and T2. Means this T1 and T2, these two scalars are unique. There does not exist another scalars replacing the value of T1 and T2. Means T1 and T2 are unique. And this proves the uniqueness of equation R bar is equal to T1 A bar plus T2 B bar. Okay. And this type of theorem in the examination will be asked for the 3 marks. Here diagram is necessary. First you prove the first part of theorem, then its converse and uniqueness. If and only if word comes, then you have to prove the theorem and its converse. And if unique word is again added in the statement of theorem, you have to prove the uniqueness. Okay, is it clear to you? Let's see what is mean by linear combination of vectors. If a1, a2, an are n vectors and m1, m2, mn are n scalars, then the vector m1 a1 bar plus m2 a2 bar plus mn an bar is called a linear combination of vectors a1, a2, an. Okay? Means if here a1, a2, an are vectors, m1, m2 are scalars, then m1 a bar plus m2 a bar plus mn an bar is called linear combination of given vectors, that is a1 to an. And here at least one mi is not equal to 0. Means at least one m should be not equal to 0, then this linear combination will be formed. Okay. And if all the m scalars are 0, then linear combination will not exist. Therefore at least one my is not equal to 0, then the linear combination is non-zero linear combination. Okay, is it clear to you what is mean by linear combination? For example, let a bar and b bar be vectors, mn be the scalars, then the vector c bar can be written as m a bar plus n b bar and is called linear combination of vectors a bar and b bar. Means here a bar and b bar two vectors, mn are two scalars, then m a bar plus n b bar is equal to c bar is linear combination of vectors a bar and b bar. Okay, this is called linear combination of vectors. Let's see the theorem. Three vectors a bar, b bar, c bar are coplanar if and only if there exists non-zero linear combination x a bar plus y b bar plus z c bar is equal to 0 with x, y, z not equal to 0, 0, 0. Means all these three x, y, z should not be equal to 0. What is given here? A bar, B bar, C bar are coplanar vectors and we have to show that these vectors satisfy this linear combination where at least one scalar should be non-zero. All the three should not be equal to 0. At least one should be not equal to 0. Okay? We will prove this theorem. Here if and only if comes means we have to take first these three vectors coplanar and we have to prove this linear combination, and in converse take the linear combination and prove that these three vectors are coplanar. Okay, let's see the first part, that is only part. Assume that a bar, b bar, c bar are coplanar vectors. Take case first. First suppose that any two of a bar, b bar, c bar are collinear. Any two are collinear. Suppose a bar and b bar are collinear. Okay. Now, by the definition of collinear vectors, or according to our theorem first, there exist scalars x and y such that at least one of which is not equal to 0. We are taking two scalars, at least should be not equal to 0. and they satisfy the equation x a bar plus y b bar is equal to 0. First, we are suppose that a bar and b bar are collinear vectors. Then, by definition of collinear vectors, there exist scalars x and y such that they satisfy the equation x a bar plus y b bar is equal to 0. You also refer to your theorem first, or you can write according to theorem 1. Okay. Then, this equation can be rearranged as x a bar plus y b bar plus 0 c bar is equal to 0. Here, term of c is absent, therefore you can write 0 times c bar. Means we are taking here value of z 0. And this can be also written as x a bar plus y b bar plus z c bar is equal to 0, where value of z is 0. Means here we have taken a bar, b bar, c bar coplanar, and we have proved this equation. Now we have taken case first, that is a bar and b bar, only two vectors collinear, and we have proved this. Okay, see the case second. In the case second, you write down no two vectors a bar, b bar, c bar are collinear. In the first case, we have taken two vectors collinear, that is a bar and b bar collinear. And here we will take no two vectors are collinear. Okay. Now, as C bar is coplanar with A bar and B bar, in the statement of theorem, it is given that A bar, B bar, C bar are coplanar. Therefore, as C bar is coplanar with A bar and B bar, according to our theorem 2, by theorem 2, you can write down C bar as linear combination of A bar and B bar. Therefore, we have scalars x and y such that C bar is equal to x A bar plus y B bar. Okay, in our theorem 2, we have proved that if A bar and B bar and R bar are coplanar vectors, then R bar is equal to T1 A bar plus T2 B bar. Here, instead of T1 and T2, scalars are x and y, and instead of R, here we have taken vector C bar. Okay, means here as C bar is coplanar with A bar and B bar, by theorem 2, there exist scalars x and y such that C bar is equal to x a bar plus y b bar. Okay, then we will rearrange this. Write down this x a bar plus y b bar minus c bar is equal to 0. Okay, we are taken this c bar to the right hand side. Therefore, this equation becomes x a bar plus y b bar minus c bar is equal to 0. Now see here, what is this number? Component of a bar is x, b bar is y, and c bar have component minus 1. Means this can be rearranged also, x a bar plus y b bar plus z c bar is equal to 0, where value of z is minus 1. Okay, in this way we have proved the first part. In the first part, we have taken a bar, b bar, c bar coplanar, and we have proved this equation. In that, we have taken two cases. In the first case, we have taken two vectors collinear, and in the second case, we have taken all the three vectors non-collinear. And in the both cases, we have got this equation. Means if vectors a bar, b bar, c bar are coplanar, they satisfy this equation. Okay. Now, conversely, suppose that x a bar plus y b bar plus z c bar is equal to 0, where one of x, y, z is non-zero. At least one of these scalar should be non-zero. Say z is not equal to 0. Now, we rearrange this equation as z c bar is equal to, take this term of x a bar and y b bar to the right hand side. We will get z c bar is equal to minus x a bar minus y b bar, and in the next step you divide this equation whole throughout by z, because z is not equal to 0, we can divide that equation by z. Therefore, after dividing this equation by z, we will get c bar is equal to minus x divided by z times a bar plus minus y divided by z times b bar. And what is this? These two are scalar numbers. This shows that one vector can be expressed as a linear combination of these two vectors. And according to our theorem 2, if one vector is expressed as a linear combination of other two vectors, means this a bar, b bar, and c bar are coplanar vectors. Okay. This shows that c bar is coplanar with a bar and b bar. Means in the converse, we have suppose this equation is true and at least taken one scalar not equal to 0, simplified, and we have got this equation, and this equation shows that C bar is coplanar with A bar and B bar according to our theorem 2. Okay, therefore write down A bar, B bar, C bar are coplanar vectors. And this theorem also will be asked in the board exam for the 3 marks. Okay, you have to first prove that A bar, B bar, C bar are coplanar and they satisfy this linear combination. And second, you suppose this linear combination exists and prove that this A bar, B bar and C bar are coplanar vectors. Okay, if you are familiar with definition of collinear and coplanar vectors, then it is very easy to prove the theorem. And for this theorem, we must know the statement of theorem first and 2 also. Okay, with the help of that two theorems and the definition of collinear and coplanar vectors, it is very easy to prove the theorem. Okay, in this lecture we have seen what is meant by collinear vectors, coplanar vectors, and we have proved 3 theorems in the chapter vector. Okay, see you in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye.